Hi, Jake Allen. We're going to talk about Jake Allen and St. Louis Blues hockey. And this game, he has nearly 47,000 people behind him, a baseball stadium wrapped around him, and exactly 62 seconds before the whole thing starts to go wrong. Welcome back to Blue 100. This is Blue 20, the Jake Allen episode. And the 2017 Winter Classic. It's not the biggest statistical game that Allen ever played. Not even close. He'll have nights later in this same season, in fact, where he looks like a brick wall. But this one's different. This is St. Louis hockey dropped into the middle of St. Louis baseball country. This is Chicago. It's national television. There's rain hanging around. The outdoor ice is weird, and every distraction the NHL can manufacture is there. Jake Allen has to make the whole thing feel normal. It's January 2nd, 2017. The Blues are playing their first outdoor game in franchise history at Busch Stadium. And the opponent couldn't be anybody else. It's the Chicago Blackhawks, the division bully, and the team St. Louis finally knocked out of the playoffs the prior spring. Chicago comes in 23-12-5. The Blues are 19-13-5. Good enough to matter, but inconsistent enough that nobody feels entirely comfortable with them. Ken Hitchcock is still the coach, but Mike Yeo has already been hired as his eventual replacement. So even before things get ugly later that January, there's a strange temporary feeling around the team. They're trying to win now, while everybody knows the bench is going to belong to somebody else pretty soon. Allen's also carrying something new. Brian Elliott's gone, so this is supposed to be Jake's net now, not a timeshare and not a debate that restarts every week. What do you remember about this era of Blues hockey? Did Allen ever feel like an unquestioned number one? Or did it always feel a little shaky? The temperature at faceoff is 47 degrees. Rain's threatening the event, but the game starts on time. The ice is slow and bumpy. The setting is beautiful. The conditions are kind of a pain in the ass, though. That's outdoor hockey. Jake Allen. Jake Allen was born August 7th, 1990 in Fredericton, New Brunswick. He remembers putting on goalie pads as a kid and immediately feeling like that was where he belonged. That makes sense because nobody accidentally becomes a goaltender. A skater can stumble into a position. A goalie has to look at all that equipment, all those pucks, and all those people shooting at you and think, yeah, that seems reasonable. Allen moved through the QMJHL with the St. John's Fog Devils, the Montreal Juniors, and finally the Drummondville Voltigeurs. I hope I said that right. Maybe I didn't. The Blues selected him 34th overall in the 2008 draft. His international resume came together early. Allen helped Canada win gold at the 2008 under-18. Excuse me. He helped Canada win the gold medal at the 2018 under-18, the 2008 under-18 tournament. Jesus. And he was named MVP. 2 years later, he won silver at the World Juniors. His 2009-10 season in Drummondville made it one of hockey's top goalie prospects. He posted a 2.20 goals against, won the QMJHL's Jock Plant Trophy, and was named CHL's Goaltender of the Year. Goalies develop on a crooked timeline. Allen spent most of the next few years in Peoria and Chicago at the AHL level. His first NHL start came in Detroit February 13th, 2013, and he won it 4-3. By 2014-15, he was sharing the net for St. Louis with Elliott. Allen made the All-NHL All-Rookie team. Then he kept moving between starter, backup, and whatever uncomfortable word teams use when they don't really want to pick one or the other. Allen could look unbeatable for a week. Then his angles would drift, a soft goal would get through, and the conversation would start again. And does that make a goalie frustrating, or does it just make him a goalie? How many netminders actually feel stable from October all the way through June? or April, whatever. Okay, here's an interesting side bit. Allen wore number 34. That's the atomic number of selenium. Selenium was named for Selene, the Greek goddess of the moon, because tellurium had already been named for Earth. There's no practical reason you need that information. But now Jake Allen is linked in your brain to moon chemistry. By the start of 2016-17, St. Louis made its choice. Elliott was traded to Calgary. Allen signed a 4-year extension. The crease belonged to him. Now he had to survive owning it. In Chicago, they only need 62 seconds to ruin the opening mood. Artemi Panarin works the puck to Duncan Keith. Keith sends it across, and Michael Kempney beats Allen from distance. It's 1-0 before the crowd's even settled into their seats. That's dangerous in an event like this. The Blues have spent days talking about the spectacle, the uniforms, and the stadium. One early goal can take all that excitement and turn it into tight shoulders. But Allen doesn't let it spread. Chicago gets only 6 shots in the first period. St. Louis gets 8, but Corey Crawford keeps the Blues off the board. The Blues start controlling the game in the second. They simplify their passing on the rough ice and begin living in Chicago's end. At 7:45, defenseman Jay Bouwmeester puts the puck towards the net, and Patrick Berglund redirects it past Crawford, tie game 1-1. Allen faces 11 shots in the period. Nothing gets through. For about 40 minutes, it looks like this might become Allen's big starting performance. Then it doesn't. Not exactly. Vladimir Tarasenko takes the game away instead. By 12:05 of the third, Tarasenko tries to feed Jori Letberg. The puck hits Nicholas Margeson's skate and slides behind Crawford. It's lucky, but it counts the same. St. Louis leads 2-1. Less than 2 minutes pass. Tarasenko receives another pass from Lehtera, controls it with his skate, and snaps the puck far side. Now it's 3-1, and Busch Stadium starts losing its mind. Allen's defining moment comes between those two goals. Jonathan Toews beats a waist-high puck. He bats a waist-high puck towards the net. Allen takes it off the chest, tracks the rebound, and catches it like a pop fly. That play fits the afternoon perfectly. A hockey save in a baseball park. Alexander Steen added the empty netter. Final score, Blues 4, Blackhawks 1. Allen stops 22 of 23 and finishes as the game's second star. He doesn't steal the show. He makes sure St. Louis gets to enjoy it. The Blues talk afterward about it, how easily the event could have become a distraction. Alex Pietrangelo calls it the coolest thing that he's been part of. Alexander Steen said the team's passing and support were as good as they'd been all season. Kevin Shattenkirk said the ice was slow and bumpy, but he said the Blues adjusted by simplifying. That's also the story of Allen's game. No drama after the first goal, no chasing the moment, no attempt to become the hero of the Winter Classic. He just keeps Chicago stuck on one goal. Yeah. So Tarasenko gets the headlines, and that's fair. He scored twice in under 2 minutes. But Allen gives the afternoon a shape. If Chicago gets a second goal while the Blues are pressing, the whole event changes. Where do you rank this among Blues regular season memories? Does the setting elevate it? Or does the game still need playoff stakes before it can become truly great? The Winter Class feels like a clean beginning, but it's not. January becomes brutal for Allen. His game slips badly enough that the Blues leave him home during part of a road trip so he can mentally reset. The team fires Hitchcock on February 1st and promotes Yeo months earlier than planned. Then Allen recovered. St. Louis went 22-8-2 under Yeo and finishes 46-29-7, 99 points, third in the Central. Allen set a career high with 33 wins and recorded 4 shutouts. In the first round against the Wild, he becomes the entire series. He makes 51 saves in Game 1 overtime win and stops 114 of the first 117 shots that he sees. Save percentage around 979. The Blues eliminate the Wild in 5 games. Nashville ends St. Louis run in the 6 games in the second round, but Allen finishes the playoffs with a 1.96 GAA and a 935 save percentage. Chicago finishes with 109 points, best team in the West. Then they get swept by those same Predators in the first round. Funny sport. Allen remains with St. Louis through 2019-20. His role changes again when Jordan Binnington arrives and takes over during the Blues' 2019 championship run. Allen barely sees postseason action, but he's part of the first Stanley Cup in franchise history. After the 1920 season, St. Louis trades into Montreal. He spends parts of 4 seasons with the Canadiens, including their 2021 trip to the Stanley Cup Finals, mostly working as a veteran partner and reliable second option. Montreal trades him to New Jersey in March 2024. Allen played well enough to stay, then signed a 5-year contract in July 2025. During the 24-25 season, he became the first goalie in NHL history to record a win against 32 different franchises. In 2025-26, at the age of 35, he appeared in 37 games for New Jersey and went 17-17-2 with a save percentage of .904. Through that season, Allen's played 497 regular season games and won 225 of them. His 148 victories with St. Louis rank 3rd in franchise history. That's a serious career. Not smooth. It's not an easy career to define, but maybe that's the point. Jake Allen lasts because he keeps adapting to whatever the job becomes. Starter, partner, backup, mentor, emergency answer. What's your lasting Jake Allen memory? Is it the Winter Classic? Was it the 51 save playoff game or something else? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Next, we leave the ice and head to Oakland for Warrior 45. Everything's falling apart. Look at that. Warrior 45 is C.J. Watson episode. C.J. Watson went undrafted, played overseas, fought through the D-League, and earned his way into Don Nelson's rotation. On April 11th, 2009, the Warriors faced the Utah Jazz, and Watson erupted for 38 points. He shot 10 for 16 from the field and 16 for 16 at the line in a 118-108 Golden State victory. That's next on Warrior 100, but this one belonged to Jake Allen. 1 early goal, 22 saves, 46,000 people packed into Busch Stadium, and a Blues win that still looks like a postcard. Blue 20's complete. I'm the Wolf. Thank you for stopping by.